Hey my water signs, what's going on? So if you are of water element, that being a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, this will be your full moon in Capricorn reading. So we are a day behind a full moon that arrived in the sign of Capricorn yesterday, July 21st. And if you don't already know, we had a full moon that was in Capricorn last month on June 21st. So the fact that Capricorns got another full moon in that sign, that is very rare, but nonetheless, it doesn't mean that it's just only significant to Capricorns, but for all signs, and for you water signs, from what I can see when preparing your spread, that the energy from last month full moon to this full moon, the theme that I kept on getting while preparing your cards is, you guys finally got it. And you did so without putting emotions into it. I'm so proud of you for that. This message does resonate. Now do know that this is a collective reading for you water signs. So you have to take what resonates, and what doesn't, leave the rest behind for your fellow viewers. All right? Let us quickly recap about what was last month's full moon about. So the emphasis behind last month's full moon was pretty much about ending a cycle, or that an ending of a tough cycle approaches, which is still the overall theme behind this full moon in Capricorn again. But there is something that was being highlighted, though, behind that ending of a tough cycle. And what it was is that it urged us to let go of incapabilities and instabilities in our life that means leaving spaces that make us feel underappreciated or unseen. Simply put, translated, it means saying goodbye to whatever or whoever brings tension or doubt into our life. Cutting the ties with people who don't give us the support that we needed. So that was the highlight behind last month's full moon, and it's pretty much still the message. But what we want to know is, as I did with the other element readings, is did you guys make progress? Did you in fact end the cycle? And from what I can see, the answer is yes. For the majority of you, I really see that you guys have been working on yourselves, and that you was able to cut ties and to finally end a cycle that was in fact bringing some sort of tension, doubt, mental imbalance. And speaking about imbalance, I feel that you guys have even conquered balancing your emotions, because when I pulled out the first card of your reading, I was so proud. Generally, when I get cards that come out that is associated with the sign or the element that I'm reading about, I like that, because it's kind of just focusing on what it is, the energy that is connected to you. So for you guys, if cups come out, cups is associated with you water signs, then I know that you're in your feelings. You're being a bit maybe emotional at this time, right? For the most part, that's what it could possibly mean. But this time around, the fact that what came out was not a cup, I was happy for that. What actually came out was the Five of Pentacles, or the Five of Earth here. Now, if you know tarot and you know about the Five of Pentacles, generally it's not something that you want to see, because it focuses on a lack of something. Now, it doesn't have to be that negative in a sense. In this case, the fact of how it's showing up and the surrounding energies around it, I'm very proud of you. So yes, this Five of Pentacles is basically speaking about where you guys was at mentally and emotionally from last month. The fact that the Pentacles have come out, and on top of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. So you guys from last month have evolved. You have grown from what I will call the mindset of coming out of lack. Now, for some, it could be a lack of something that you felt in terms of a relationship. It could be a lack, yes, of finances, because Pentacles deals with money and finances. It could be anything. You would know more about in what area of your life you felt a lack of from last month's full moon, right? But also, Five of Pentacles is also associated with being abandoned, feeling cold, being left out in some sort of way. But for you guys, it's more about the lack of something that you felt. And the fact that the cups didn't come directly out. And I said, okay, no cups. I got glad and happy, I should say. And I said, okay, but let me just wait until I finish pulling out the cards to see. And you guys did land a King of Cups here, which is associated with your energy. We're going to speak about that in a second. But speaking about this Five of Pentacles, and with the King of Pentacles on top, you guys went from this energy to the King of Pentacles. Pentacles is associated with earth element. It's earthbound energy, which means earth energy brings you back to the basic. It brings you to the root of something. It grounds you. And when you ground yourself, generally, when we need to do that, it's either asking us to meditate, which definitely is one of the strongest ways that we can ground ourselves for the mind, the body, and the soul. It can also be that of going out into nature. And I think I might have mentioned that in you guys' reading from last month. I'm not sure. But getting out into nature, right? Grounding yourself. Going barefoot on the grass. That's another way. But in whatever way that you water signs find your way to balance yourself, to bring some sort of stability into your life, you guys achieve that. And with the King of Pentacles, this is like the highest form of the best version of yourself. So as I always say on this channel, when we make those small accomplishments and we improve on ourselves, to go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. Job well done. I'm so proud of you, my water signs. So now let's shift down and speak about the meaning behind this Five of Pentacles. You got the Three of Pentacles and that King of Cups that I spoke about a few moments ago. The King of Cups now is you guys' energy, but it's associated and paired with this Three of Pentacles, which means collaborating. It could mean different things. So for two messages I get, for one, it's that you guys, I would say, have worked on yourself. You have changed your mindset, but also you worked on your emotional well-being. So although by nature you guys are emotional, right? And sometimes your emotions and feelings can get the best of you, but this time around under this full moon, it lets me know that you guys from last moon worked on that. You found a way to balance your emotions, especially when it comes to ending a cycle, when it comes to us making a decision, when it comes to cutting ties with people. Because I mentioned, especially for Cancers, I feel, for all your water signs, but Cancers, I know there's a sense that you don't want to hurt people's feelings. But at the end of the day, you have to look at yourself and say, having this person in my life, are they, in some type of way, are they bringing tension and instability into my life? And if the answer was yes, then from last month full moon, that's exactly what you did. You got the courage and the bravery to let it go. Because at the end, like I said, it's going to give you a sense of balance and stability, okay? But also on the flip side, the Three of Pentacles is that of collaborating, working. You know, for some of you, it's like if it was on the job front that maybe you had to let go of one job, and somehow during the course of last month up to this point, maybe you guys got some type of an opportunity, a job opportunity, where now you're at a place working at a job that there is collaboration. There's a sense of connecting. You're making connections at this time, and connections that you can say it's like it's better. It's giving you a sense of peace. Before, maybe where you was at, it was very chaotic. It was bringing tension to you. It was not a happy in a peaceful environment. So it's all about the environment at this time. But let's go now back over to this King of Cups. If you look closely, you see I'm looking at this detail, and that's what stuck out to me when I looked at this card. We want to look at that starfish. And so it's something about the starfish that intuitively I was guided to kind of tune in to see what starfish symbolizes and how it connects to you guys. And interestingly enough, this is what the starfish means. It refers to the inner soul. It's a genuine empath. It feels its way to the truth. It comes up as a genuine empath. How interesting that it came up and that I was being guided to that, because look who I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to water signs that have been deemed the most empathetic of all signs, right? You water signs. And so that starfish there is showing here that it also symbolizes renewal, rebirth, balance, and harmony, community, and connection. So let's stop there. Connection, community, that is the Three of Pentacles. So you guys are forming a sense of a connection with people, okay? Now, it continues to say that the message of the starfish is the ability to regenerate itself. So I feel that that's exactly what you guys started to do from last month full moon. Once you let go, whatever you need to release and let go, right? As full moons is about releasing, you begin to heal. And as you was healing, you can say that you were rejuvenating, or as it says, you were regenerating yourself, right? But at the same time, you got it. You understood that I have to put my feelings aside in order to end this situation. Sometimes when we allow our emotions to steer in, it distracts us from making a decision. And I feel that some of you didn't allow and haven't allowed your feelings to get in the way to distract you from making a decision. So I hope that makes sense. And so basically, you guys' message here is focusing on balance, not only when it comes to an area of your life, but really when it comes to that inner soul that you have, right? Listening, meditating. Some of you maybe started meditating more. And by doing that, as always, when you meditate and you go within, you always get the answers that you need, right? So that is what I see in terms of the overall message. So you can say that you guys made progress, that you did heed the message from last month. And by doing that, all that this full moon in Capricorn is going to mean for you is you're going to continue to still heal. And moving forward, you will just know, okay, when it comes to another decision, an area of my life, I need to make a decision about, I know not to allow my emotions to get in the way, because you got to think logically, right? You got to be analytical and kind of decide what is going to really, right off the bat, you want to know, is this giving me a sense of fulfillment? Is it giving me a sense of where it's helping me to, it's supporting what I value of myself? Because the King of Cups is also, I would say, loving yourself. I think you guys have stepped it up. You love yourself more than anything else. And when you love yourself, you can love others. But when you love yourself, others will also see that and respect that as well, because you have elevated to this, figuratively, you have elevated to this King of Pentacles. And as I said, Pentacles is earthbound. It's connected to stability, things that make you feel secure and make you feel of value and appreciated in your connections with whoever it may be. Friends, family, lovers, whatever it may be. All right? That is the message there. Now, as we wind down, I wanted to pull out 2 oracle cards from Spirit to see what advice, what words of comfort do they have for you surrounding this energy of the 5 of Pentacles. And what came out, which kind of blew me down, is because it ties in with what has already come out. You guys got balance. And that is what I mentioned is like the message here that's being highlighted. Balance, harmony, right? The message here is I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. But key phrasing here, or the word here, is balance. And that is what I see strongly that you guys have done from last month up until now. All right, we're going to close out with the last message from Spirit. It says, where you are right now is where you are supposed to be. Don't compare yourself to others. That only adds pressure. Take each day as it comes and for what it is. You are a better person than you were yesterday. Growth isn't easy, but you got this. Isn't that something? Growth isn't easy. And I'm going to say that during this time, within this month, you guys have grown. You have evolved. And when I mentioned earlier about, particularly for cancers, for all you water signs, but cancers I know because I have cancers. I have a friend, and I know they kind of hesitate because they don't want to hurt people's feelings, you know. But when they realize that they are surrounded by someone that is toxic, low vibrational, and they know deep down, they know intuitively deep down, you guys know it's something that you have to do, right? It may take you a minute, but when you finally have decided to do something, you make the decision and you do it, and you don't look back. But when it comes to that aspect of where you don't want to hurt people's feelings, right, and you let that emotions get in your way, that can be challenging for you. That's the part that I feel Spirit is saying, it wasn't easy. It's not easy, but you got it. You did it. You finally did it, and you are to be commended for it. All right, my water signs, I'm going to leave it here. I hope the message was helpful. If it was, send some love by hitting that thumbs button to give me a like. As well, you can drop a message for me, a comment into the comment section. But as well, if you are a viewer and haven't subscribed, please subscribe, as it will help with the algorithm of my channel to grow. All right, we need to get more subscribers aboard this MIGT train. So it's free. And the messages here is going to somehow resonate for you. All right, my water signs. But at any time also that you want a more extended version of this reading, I am open for private sessions. The information will be linked in the description box. You can reach out to me for a personal. Until the next video, everyone have an amazing Monday. Peace, love, and light. Thank you for watching. Bye.